Quebec. This word was derived from an Algonquin word meaning where the river narrows, referring to the St. Lawrence River, an important waterway that is also home to hundreds of different animal species. It's an important source of water to these animals and also the people living around it. It's a source of economic, social, and cultural development for the province of Quebec. Some tributaries of the St. Lawrence River include the Richelieu, the Temasca, the Chaudière, the St. Maurice, and Ottawa rivers, some of which are important to the lumber industry, helping to transport wood. Some other important watersheds include the James Bay, the Hudson Bay, and the Ungava Bay Basin. Recently, during the Cenozoic period, glaciers covered the entirety of Quebec. Between 1.8 million years and 10,000 years ago, multiple periods of glaciation took place, which helped to flatten and erode tall mountains. And during the most recent melt, 15,000 years ago, thousands of lakes were created. Moraines and sediment left behind by these glaciers are used for making concrete and other construction purposes. This also left the St. Lawrence lowlands region with very fertile soil, making it the best place to farm in Quebec. Quebec is part of the tundra, boreal forest and taiga, and mixed wood forest vegetation region, and it is also situated in the cold climate soil region and the wet climate soil region. The growing season here lasts for about 6 months, usually starting in May and ending in October. In the mixed wood forest vegetation region in Quebec, it's heavily forested with trees such as fir, spruce, pine, larch, maple, ash, beech, and oak. This region here is the primary source of trees for the province's lumber industry. In the boreal forest vegetation region, it's also heavily forested with spruce, balsam fir, jack pine, and tamarack, just to name a few. Animals such as deer, coyotes, moose, and lynx reside here. There are also numerous lakes here in this vegetation region that contain 105 total fish species, including trout, yellow perch, black bass, and pike. In the taiga vegetation region, there aren't many trees here. Some species of trees here are spruce, fir, and dwarf shrubs. It's also home to animals such as deer and caribou. In the tundra vegetation region, there are absolutely no trees and the ground is covered with lichen and moss. Animals such as polar bears, foxes, and Arctic hares reside here. Quebec is part of the Arctic, taiga, boreal, and southeastern climate regions. Quebec has a maritime climate with the average temperature being 5.4 degrees Celsius with about 1,300 millimeters of precipitation annually, and about a 31 degrees Celsius temperature range. In Quebec, there are long, cold, and snowy winters, with January being the coldest month and February being the driest month, averaging 74 millimeters of precipitation. July is usually the hottest and sunniest month, while October is the wettest month, averaging 129 millimeters of precipitation. During these summer months, the Labrador Current flowing from the Arctic helps to cool down air masses, and when these air masses float over Quebec, it helps to keep summer temperatures cooler. The occasional humid and hot air from the Gulf of Mexico produces heat waves in the summer. This humid and hot air from the Gulf also results in the excessive amount of snowfall during the winter. This is caused by having the water vapor in the humid air condense and freeze into snowflakes. Quebec is part of the Canadian Shield, Appalachian, Hudson Bay Arctic lowlands, and Great Lakes St. Lawrence lowlands landform region. The Canadian Shield has a relatively flat landscape with plains, plateaus, a few mountains, and fjords, and is full of lakes and rivers. The Hudson Bay Arctic lowland region contains permanently frozen subsoil, otherwise known as permafrost. The Appalachian Mountains landform region contains mountains which are smooth and worn down from erosional forces. The elevation here ranges between 300 to 600 meters above sea level. Some of the tallest mountains here are Mont d'Iberville and Mont Jacques Cartier. The Laurentian Mountains are also located here. Made of Precambrian rocks that are over 540 million years old, it is one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world. About 90% of Quebec is composed of Precambrian rocks, with most of them situated in the Canadian Shield, with the rest of Quebec composed of Paleozoic rocks. There are mainly metamorphic rocks and sedimentary rocks in Quebec, with few igneous rocks. Metamorphic rocks can be found in northeastern parts of Quebec, which include marble, schist, gneiss, slate, soapstone, and serpentinite. Sedimentary rocks are mostly found in southeastern parts of Quebec, including sandstone and a lot of limestone. Some igneous rocks that can be found in Quebec include granite and anorthosite. Quebec is known for its beautiful scenery, boasting more than 35 parks and wildlife reserves with 3 national parks and 28 provincial parks. There is an endless list of recreational activities that can be done here, including skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, ice fishing, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, fishing, hiking, golfing, playing ice hockey, and many, many more. Tourist attractions here include the Montmorency Falls, featuring an 83-meter high waterfall, Canyon St. Anne, a 74-meter deep canyon, revealing rocks that are 1.2 billion years old, Pierce Rock, a giant limestone rock with an archway in it, and Mont Tremblant, located in the Laurentien Mountains, full of fun activities to do and great for sightseeing in the autumn. Quebec is rich in metals including zinc, silver, gold, and copper, as it is in high demand due to the electronic industry. Asbestos, tellurium, titanium, columbium, and iron can also be found here. The iron mine here used to be exported to the US, however, it has since been overmined, and supplies are depleted. There aren't many fossil fuels buried on the ground, but there are very productive forests, producing 75% of the world's supply of maple syrup. Quebec is also the leading province for hydroelectricity power, thanks to the large number of flowing rivers created by glaciers thousands of years ago. In December of last year, Beauce Goldfield, a gold exploration company in Quebec, discovered an important structure situated north of the Gilbert River that could possibly contain as much as 61,000 ounces of gold, and some of the largest gold nuggets in Canadian history was found here. 38 drill holes were drilled into the ground to collect samples of the rock and gold. There were small but visible specks of gold in the samples. These samples were then sent for testing to determine the quality of the gold to see if it was worth mining the area or not. The company has since raised $436,000 that is to be used for the continuation of exploring the area. 2 years ago, in 2020, multiple bedrock structures that also contained gold were discovered within 10 meters of a recently discovered fault line. These could be promising signs signaling vast quantities of gold hidden underneath in the ground. And if gold is found here, it can be imported and sold to other countries or provinces, helping to bring new money into the community. Quebec is an amazing province with complex physical geography making up its breathtaking landforms. I hope that you'll give Quebec a try and maybe one day come here, whether it's for vacation or to reside here. I promise you won't be let down.